Good morning, soldiers. You are listening to the sound of victory because I am Liss Victory, and you have tuned into that broadcast. We are talking about art and activism. That's AAA for your soul, baby. Let's change the world. I am joined today by my co-host, best friend of the show, Liss Tripoli. I have to look away from the mic when I do that because it's so loud.
Fair.
And frequent guest and another honorary co-host of the show, Vincent Didiano.
It doesn't have as much pizzazz.
I tried to.
I got some of your pizzazz on me because when she said Tripoli, I got a little bit of spit on my face.
Liz is founder of Zhuzh at Handbones, and Vincent is founder of POVincent, a movie review show you can find on YouTube and VidMe.
Yes.
Also, he is headlining at Plate and Bowl. You want to talk about that a little bit? Because I feel like that's the big focus of having you on.
Yeah, this Saturday at Plate and Bowl in Highland Park on Bryan Street, we're having, once again, one of our monthly Highlanders Presents comedy shows. I am the headliner this time. Usually I'm the host, but I'm headlining. I'm very excited for that because I've never really been a headliner on a show before, so this is going to be a new experience for me, and I'm pretty lucky because I've got a really great host.
Is it Liz?
It's Liz.
I didn't even
Liz.
know that. This is the perfect show.
Really? You didn't know? You didn't know?
This is the perfect pre-show show.
Yeah.
The pre-show show,
I'm
yeah.
very excited.
So, yeah, no, I got Liz doing the hosting thing, and which is awesome because I know she'll do fine. I can be comfortable because usually
she will murder hosting.
Yeah.
Just murder.
Yeah, and our two feature openers, we've got Isaac Crow was one of our.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Isaac's hilarious, and we also have Phil Forrence, another cool guy. He comes to my weekly open mic all the time. He has an open mic of his own. My open mic is every Wednesday at Over the Bar Bicycle Cafe on the South Side. Wednesdays at 8:30. And Phil, you're probably not watching. You're probably busy with stuff right now. But if you're not doing anything Thursday night, go to Phil's open mic at Cappy's in Shadyside on Thursday. I think it starts around 8.
Hi, Phil's dad.
Okay.
I didn't realize. I don't know the other comics. I don't think, or maybe it's a face thing and not a name thing. Because I can do the faces, but the names are tough.
You probably know Isaac.
It sounds really familiar.
Yeah, you might not recognize Phil because a year ago Phil had a full beard, and he shaved his beard and redid his hair. So he might. I mean, when was the last time you were around a comedy open mic, just like a pure comedy open mic?
I went to Handbones, hosted by Derek Minto, every Thursday.
Oh.
Starts at 9.
Yeah, starts around 9.
Hey, there are sponsors. I can throw them some love.
No, I know. It's just funny because we're like, and the mic is.
Plus, we want people to go to these mics.
We do.
That's the whole point of them, is for people to show up and say hello. So, yeah.
Hey, looks like Sheena's watching. Hey, Sheena, how's it going?
Also, Leslie Grady, mother of Garrett Teitelbaum, better known for, it's nice to see he's working. Hey, Leslie.
Yeah, so we got the show this weekend. I'm excited for it. If you're in the Pittsburgh area and you haven't been to one of our comedy shows, they're really cool. Plate and Bowl is a really nice venue. It's on Bryant Street in Highland Park right now. It's part of one. There's a lot of little restaurants that have opened up there in the past 5 years. And
It's a nice little hidden enclave, sort of. If you go up past East Liberty, as you go toward the actual Highland Park, because there is an actual Highland Park, also beautiful. And in between East Liberty and the park is this row of shops. It's in the middle of a residential area.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but it's
cool.
Yeah.
And some of the people who are local to the area decided they wanted to bring local entertainment to their neighborhood specifically, and started working on this place and started working with us.
Yeah. No.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's been a really great experience.
Just so you know, if you go to Highland Park, there is nowhere to hang flyers. Just FYI. Just
nowhere.
No, there's
there's nowhere, Liz.
There's not. Shh.
No.
There's not.
Okay.
In fact, if you try to, you might interrupt an arts and crafts event.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just leave it at that.
Yes, because if you push it, I'll make it even crazier.
Oh, I will say, on the East Liberty side of Stanton Avenue, there is a bus stop, like a bus. What's it called when it has its own little house? The bus
Bus
stop.
The
hut?
little house.
The little
Bus
bus stop
hut?
house.
Yeah, but I can't actually
I
think
like
of
bus hut. We'll just go with
It's
that
a-
because it's cute.
what is it
So
okay.
there's a little bus hut, and there's a lot of flyers in there. It's right across
bus
from
apartment.
Union Project on Negley, Stanton and Negley. So there's a place that's
true.
still not in
That's
Highland Park.
caught that
technically.
before to get home from your place.
But I've been meaning to hit that place, but we've gotten so far away from physical flyers. I feel like
Shelter. Sorry.
You're right, bus shelter. That's excellent. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I have Tourette's.
I love
Four
Liz.
synonyms.
Oh, that's wonderful. Liz is a big fan of English and grammar. Also tuned in is Kyle Rawlinson. Where you been at,
yeah,
bro?
where you been?
Dang.
Well, he
Another
came to our show.
comedian and performing artist.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like a tall, skinny white guy with glasses. I know
Oh.
that's
To the
everyone
last
we know.
show that we did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's got some interesting comedy. I want to focus though on this headlining gig that you have.
Yeah.
I am really surprised that this is your first headlining gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been an opener at other shows before and, done stuff like that, but never headlined. I've never been asked to headline. I don't know why. I don't have a reason. I don't know. I mean, I'm not on the guest at the top of the list of Pittsburgh comedy or something. I don't know. But yeah,
Well-
no, I mean, I've been practicing my set this week and it's gonna be almost 40 minutes long.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you get this gig?
This gig?
But you don't have to reveal all of it, or you can say pass on questions, but I'm going to try to dig a little deep in the terms of process of booking and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, the way the whole, Highlander things came together is, can I say Dylan's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan.
I wasn't sure either. I asked him the other day, and he's like, he's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Dylan, is it?
Is he a secret agent?
I don't know. It's like
Dylan Ahrens.
Dylan Ahrens, yeah, who is the landlord of the Pittsburgh Art House.
Asked permission to say that too.
Yeah, okay, cool. You need a list. I need a list in
Right?
front of me of stuff I can and cannot say. Yeah, no.
Really into S&M,
Yeah.
and he is a furry.
Yeah.
Is there a word for furries who are into S&M? There should be if there's not.
People on leashes.
People on leashes.
Ooh, leash folks.
Leash folks. That's not bad.
Yeah, leash furries. I don't know.
Collar kids.
Collar
Shit, I look like a collar kid.
collar kittens.
I didn't know you worked.
Yes. We're getting way off topic here.
Go on.
We're right on top.
Sorry, Dylan. Anyway, Dylan's a really cool guy. He is the landlord of Pittsburgh Art House, and other places. And he found Plain Bowl because he knew the owners there, and they're friends of his. And he came to you, Liss Victory, and was like, hey, I have this place, this venue, and I want to do some shows there. I know you've got your band, other musicians and comedians, and he came. You brought in Krish.
Yeah, well, Dylan wanted Krish too. Krish Mohan, betrothed of the show, stand-up touring comedian. We're going to Norfolk tonight. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, because he likes the way that Krish does comedy shows. Because we've worked with Dylan before for New Year's Eve shows and other private events.
Furry convention.
And he likes the way that we do things. Actually, New Year's Eve, just so you guys know, just putting it out there, probably gonna have a gathering
Ooh.
with the Aaronses.
The Aaronses.
The Aaronses.
And Maverick.
Maverick will be there.
Maverick.
Maverick is the star of the Pittsburgh Art House Facebook page right now. And I'm super jealous. I get it. He's cuter than me. It's fine. I don't need 90 Facebook likes to prove that to me. Go on, Vincent.
He's pretty cute.
This show just get taken over by a dog. Is that
Yep.
what just happened?
Just like the Art House page did. Yes.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, but Krish couldn't be the host because Krish is on the road. So then you guys came to me. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, you guys came to me, and I've been hosting our monthly shows since we started, which has been really cool. It's been nice. As a comedian, it's nice to have a show of your own. It's nice to have something that you're in charge of. You can look forward to every week, and in case it's horrible, you can just drink afterwards. But yeah, so then we were going through our list of comedians because before we even had our first show, we wrote down a whole list of people that we like, people we think are funny. We know that will be professional enough. there's only so much you can ask of some of the comedians, which is reasonable. We're people that get on stage and beg people to pay attention to us.
I seen it.
Okay. Yeah. So people who like they'll get on stage and they have the good routine, and the reason why I'm headlining this week and it came up is because like I didn't even ask. I was just like, I remember, this is my birthday week. I had my birthday the other day, and when we were booking ahead of time, I mentioned that, and I just mentioned that because it was like, hey, I'd like to put my input on who I'd like on the show. And Chris was like, oh, you want a headline? I was like, oh, okay, sure. Like, I didn't even consider ever headlining on our show. I just always thought I was going to be host because it didn't occur to me to headline because I've never been asked.
I think this is why, I think that's why you haven't headlined yet. Because your material is on point, your professionalism is on point, and some of the things I've been suggesting to other artists in the community when they talk about booking and wanting to do shows is the ask portion. So there are certain people that I don't hit up and ask for shows, like Opus One, who I've been meaning to contact, but I never get that video that's good enough to send to Opus One. You get what I'm saying? You see where this is going?
Yeah.
Like, so I wait to contact that important booker because I'm like, oh, well, this stuff I have now isn't good enough, so I have to wait until I get the stuff that's good enough.
Right.
But with 40, I'm not sure what average comedy headliner is. It seems to be about an hour, the people that we work with. So. Oh,
yeah, well, like for like a big full-blown show at a comedy club, like an hour or something, I mean, for a show of our nature, minimum half hour, minimum, I would say, so, so I mean, that's you got the numbers right there.
The white noise door.
It was like...
And our special guest, Harvey the Rabbit.
What?
Nobody knows who Harvey the Rabbit
is?
Oh,
Harvey the Rabbit.
I don't know who Harvey the Rabbit is.
You never saw the movie Harvey?
No.
With, what's his face? Nicest guy ever. Why can't I think of his name? Say his name.
Oh.
Tom Hanks.
Yes, Tom Hanks. The Tom Hanks before Tom Hanks was Tom Hanks. What the hell is his name?
Crap, the guy from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart. Hey, Jimmy.
I was hoping
he's dead.
that
I don't know.
the movie guy would
get a Ouija board. I want to say hi.
No,
Ouija.
Betrothed to the Show is not currently on the show because he is getting us ready for the tour. So I'm here and he's in the kitchen in a very nicely gender swapped kind of way. So
is he barefoot?
Thank you, Krish. He may have been. He's in the room now. I think he's doing some extra packing. Yeah. But we have to leave right after the show ends. So it won't be an extended episode this episode. We're going to try to keep on task. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
We got a few more people watching. We got Sarah Halter. Hey, Sarah, how's it going?
Sarah. And, resident and frontwoman of Blue Clutch. And we're doing a show together at Spirit on Sunday, December 3rd. So that's cool. Victory at the Crossroads. Shameless self-promotion. Also, and Blue Clutch and Kleptosonic. Yeah. Go.
Sorry. Also, you can see, because she's here, Sarah Halter will be playing for my fundraiser on Friday at Hambones.
Cool.
Stop Domestic Violence. Her and several other very talented people like Carrie Collins, Joanna Lowe, Sheena Carroll, Asha Deep, and who am I skipping?
You always forget someone, so no one should ever feel bad if they get forgotten.
Stacey Fleury.
Oh, this lineup is killer. What's the date on that?
Friday.
Oh, is this Friday?
Yeah, that's why you're not on it.
I know. I remember you asking me about it. And,
right before my birthday dinner.
One half of the duo who we're performing with tonight is tuned in, Jason from Laurie Creek. They're local to the area, and what we do when we book shows out of town is we contact locals and see if we can find them to be on the bill. I found, FYI to those DIY musicians tuned in, if you post on indieonthemove.com, is it .com or .org? I think it's .com. People will respond. Like, decent acts will respond. And people who aren't that great also respond. But, I mean, we got some really cool stuff for this tour. And it saved me so many hours of just sifting through pages on the internet, because this is how you sift on the internet. I'm doing this filing hand motion for those of you
You're
listening.
not doing it right. That's cupping several balls.
Yeah, Jason from Laurie Creek. That's Lori Creek, like a crick, but CREEK. You know, like the water.
The water
like
one?
A crick if you're from
the waterway.
The waterway.
The creek and or crick, depending on how you pronounce it. But for those of you tuned into Facebook, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, If you like what we're talking about, please share. If you share, it helps us out because Facebook isn't big on putting on independent media. Yeah, so unless we throw a ton of money into this, it's not going to come up in feeds as much. So the way you can help us get this information out into feeds, which is like going to shows, booking shows, the process of DIY art, is by sharing the video on your profile or in groups you think who would like it.
Or
you know,
give us
don't
money.
Spam anyone. Yeah, you can give us money too, but I don't even have that stuff set up on here. But
You can just give me money. If you see me on the street, just hand it to me.
yeah, I'm okay
I
with
will
that too.
probably put it towards something good,
Yeah,
like whiskey.
exactly. But shares help a lot, and that's wonderful. But thumbs up, real easy, like too. Or heart. Maybe we can stay away from crying and angry faces, but yeah, I'll take what I can get. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I want to say too, Vincent, that I saw you go through a dramatic shift just a year ago.
Oh.
Where you decided that you were no longer happy with the life you were living and that you really wanted to shift your focus to your passion and your art, and you did it, and you're really succeeding in that from what I can tell.
Oh, well,
you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, a lot's changed for me in the past year. For instance, it was about, we're in November, so yeah, it was about a year ago that I quit my job that I've been working at for 7.5 years. And I'm not going to say a specific name because I go back there and visit the people who still work there, and I don't want to...
Still a positive relationship.
Yeah, still a positive relationship. I worked at a movie theater, and it was one of those things where it's like, I worked there for too long. You ever been at a job for too long?
14 years.
Okay, all right, you win.
Liz is still crushing it.
Yeah. You win. Anyway.
It's a contest. It's not most oppressed, it's most depressed.
That always happens. You
And
ever have
oppressed.
something like, I did something for this long? It's like, I did it for this long.
I did it for 72 years.
I don't remember the last job. Never mind. I don't want to say that on the air.
We don't say
Continue.
anything on the air.
Yeah, but anyway, so it was one of
All
those things where
censored.
I've been at that job for too long. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's customer service. You know, we've all done customer service, you know. And it's just like that job, it just like been through some ups and downs there personally. And it just came to the end where it's like I quit the job because I was like really just unhappy. Like I would walk in through the door, you know, even before I would clock in, and just something simple would set me off. I'd be in a crap mood for the next 2 hours solid, you know. And
But a lot of people will just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really hard to leave.
The
after 7 years.
majority of people will still do that.
Yeah. Well, it's
And-
hard because you're familiar with a place. There's familiarity. There's, even though as much as you hate it, you're comfortable because you know what you're going into.
comfort.
There's a painful comfortability. I don't know.
No, yeah. And honestly, that's a lot of times people will be like, wow, you worked somewhere for like 7 years or whatever. Congratulations. But being able to leave something after that long is more impressive. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I remember I posted it on my Facebook, like, I'm leaving my job of 7.5 years, you know, I'm, you know, blah, 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 and I just need to move on. Blah. I think I never got so many responses on anything I've ever posted on Facebook.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was going through, like, I think it popped up on my memories section the other day, and I was just like, yeah. I think I got, like, 98 likes, and I had, like, a ton of comments. But yeah, so, you know, and since then, I moved on to another job. I worked at a bakery for a little while because a friend got me in there. That was cool at first, and then I got fired from there. First time
I'm not going to say this on the air. I'm not going to say this on the air.
I got firm.
Got firmly handshaked.
Yes,
Right out the door.
Right out the door.
Oh.
Wouldn't even let me go out the front door. It's like, go out the back. No, no. But anyway, that lasted for. And right now, I've got a couple other jobs. You know, and it just came to after a while. You're like, I just knew what I wanted. Like, I got tired of it. Like, I felt like maybe in terms of what I want to do with my life, work or career or passion, I felt like I had wasted my 20s in a way, you know, just in those areas, you know. So going into my 30s, I just wanted things to be different. And, you know, I feel like part of that is knowing who to work with and who, you know, not to be reliant on, because I've worked with people in the past where it's like they had an idea, or I had an idea, and then we were working together, and they were gung-ho at first, and then they fell out after a while. It's like, you're really not as committed as I thought you'd be. And I think that's one of the big differences. I'm working with you guys a lot, you know, when you guys do a show, you're doing a show, and you're gonna like promote it, and you're gonna like get good people on there, and that's been a big help. And that's just kind of part of anything, of a career or anything you're pursuing. If you don't know how to do it, find the people who do and work with them. And you just got to make sure they know what they're doing and they're committed. You got to need those two factors. They need the experience / knowledge of it, and they need that commitment. And I've found that with you guys, with you and Krish, and Dylan's been a big help. As we were talking about Dylan earlier, and know the right people, and it's just been really cool, all the changes. And because I started, my motivation is that not to get morbid or anything. It's
Lord!
Like
you have 5 months to live, don't you? I knew it.
Well, that's the thing. I don't. That's my motivation factor. I don't know how much time I have. Nobody. It's just the basic fact. Like nobody knows. And I really started to think about it. Like, life is finite, and one of these days I'm going to be gone, and it's like, all it's going to be left to me is like some pictures on somebody's window seal or whatever.
Window seal?
What am I talking
about? That's, it's like where that tree is. The sill?
Yeah, I know. Well, I get that, but I mean, that's a weird place to put pictures.
Some people put pictures.
Don't your friends have mantles?
Mantles. That was the word I was looking for. Other mantle, whatever.
I'm here to tell you what word you want.
I have a bachelor's degree in English.
That's the only reason I'm here.
But yeah, no, I wanted to make it worth it before you're gone. That's my motivation.
Yeah.
I just not that I'm I'm not suicidal or anything. I just want to make sure when I leave someday, people said people remember me for some of the stuff I did.
Well, I'm going out way before you, so.
Not if I can help it.
That was really poignant. I want to take that whole section of everything you just said and make it a little MP3 and just send it to everybody I know. Find reliable people you want, that you like what they're doing, and work with them. We don't know how much time we have. I wrote down "make it worth it" in my notes because that might be what I titled the episode. That was great. Like, everything you said. And I feel like when I saw you executing these things, so you went from working this job that you had been at for 7.5 years, and now you host your own open mic every Wednesday at Over the Bar in Southside. Starts at 8 o'clock Wednesdays.
8:30.
Comedy. 8:30.
Yeah.
And you're heavily involved with Highlanders and booking comedy at that space. And you segued away from your original show, started your own show that you're doing the way you want, POVincent, which you can find on YouTube and VidMe.
Yes.
As well as Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
You went for it. And then you got the gear you needed to do the open mic. And it's just so inspiring to see somebody take all of those steps and do it and take a huge risk to make it happen. A huge risk that totally paid off. Like, you did it.
Yeah. I don't want to sound condescending, but you have a confidence now in what you do, like when you're on stage, that I think you lacked before, because I don't mean that rudely, but like, you just seem so much more confident and together on stage. I think it's because you have that independence now, that like, you're supporting what you love, and it's showing in your work.
Well, thank you. Yeah. No, I do. I mean, I'm not going to speak to the quality of my work. I'll let people. I'll let the world tell me how quality it is. But I just feel like that was arrogant. It's like, no, I'm pretty good. No. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I do have this feeling of it's freedom, and just being able to do. I not to sound selfish. It's like, I'm doing the things I want to do the way I want to do it.
That's exactly what everyone should be doing. Yeah, I am for that life. That's my life.
Yeah,
agreed.
And along the way, like because like you said, my movie review show POVincent on. If you do check out POVincent, yes, like I said, I'm on YouTube and VidMe. If you know what VidMe is, it's an up and coming videos upload site. Just like, it's not like YouTube. It's still pretty young, so it's got a smaller community. And I would recommend it over YouTube at this point, because YouTube, unless you're a celebrity, YouTube doesn't really give you much love anymore.
And there's a lot of controversy with their advertisers and pulling monetization. Yeah. Even Krish is having trouble with that.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean YouTube is having because they had the adpocalypse, so people, yeah, and that's because that's what we see. There are people on YouTube that they make their living off their YouTube videos, and I've seen people who like they only don't make videos as often as they used to because they don't make any money. There are guys. There's one guy called had a channel called Bandit Incorporated, and he did like this Star Wars video a couple years ago about the main character Rey from The Force Awakens. It was a really good video. Like he did a lot of detailed stuff. And he paid his rent off of his YouTube videos. He made a living off of it. And I remember, like, earlier this year, he released a video saying, I can't do it like I used to because I'm not making any money anymore. Yeah. And it's sad because, like, a lot of people, they're making their living. And you know, even some big-time YouTubers, you know, unless you're, like, got millions of subscribers on there, people were, like, losing a lot of money. And they're like, now I'm only going to post videos so frequently, you know. It's sad. I mean, some of the YouTube is playing advertisements for Vimeo. You know you got it bad when you're letting your competitor play their advertisements on your site. I mean, I know Vimeo has a bit of a different following, but still, you know, your YouTube.
Yeah, that's not.
Your YouTube. It's like letting Coca-Cola, like, you know, have like Crown Royal
I
advertisements.
said Rite Aid, and you said Crown Royal. Wait, what's the one? Crown Cola.
Crown Royal Cola. RC Cola.
Oh, it is Crown Royal.
Oh, Royal Crown Cola.
Royal Crown, there we go.
Crown
I knew
Royal.
it wasn't Crown Royal, that's alcohol.
Sorry.
We are both not the brightest.
Speaking of advertising, our sponsor is Hambone's Pub. They have music and entertainment 7 days of the week. That's every single day, night of the week. Mm-hmm. And I feel like most holidays, I'm not sure if they're open on Christmas, but definitely Thanksgiving because it's on a Thursday. So they do the comedy open mic on the Thursday. They do it. What's that?
Do that on Thanksgiving?
I think so. Don't they? Am I wrong?
I think they don't.
I think
they do.
As far as I know, it's not been announced that they're not. They
did like a really late one the one time.
Yeah, they might be doing something, but they do stuff there all the time.
Yeah, they.
That's the thing about Hambo. There's something to do every night.
Just walk in.
Yeah, Monday you've got an open mic for like stand up and improv.
Tuesday's acoustic open mic.
Mm-hmm. Tuesday's acoustic open mic.
Wednesday's board games and trivia. Thursday's a comedy open mic. Friday's generally music, and Saturday, Derek Minto kind of took the reins of doing comedy every single Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, it's like a really late mic, I believe.
And then Sunday is acoustic brunch, and I don't know if there's a Sunday evening programming, but there's always something going on, and they have food, and they have booze, and New Year's Eve they're doing something too. They do like a giant open stage. I think there are some showcase pieces in the open stage, so it's not just 100% like sign up and go up. Yeah, they've done that the past few years. I asked the owner about it. I guess I could say Jeff. I asked Jeff about it, and he's like, "Oh, it's the usual open stage thing," because I wasn't sure.
Last year we just did like a show. Whatever. We don't need to. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, Hambo's, our sponsor. You got so much more time than you paid for, guys.
Yeah. I expect some Gouda fries when I come in.
What kind of fries?
Gouda fries.
Oh, yeah, Gouda fries. I thought
They're
you said
delicious.
Judah fries, and I'm like, are those special for Hanukkah or something?
They're made by Judah Friedlander.
That does not sound delicious at all.
I didn't say they were.
Judah.
We will be on the air, that broadcast. Hopefully, I'm about 99% sure. As long as we find a location with Wi-Fi on Thanksgiving, Chris and I will be on the road. We will be in the South, and I believe we will be in Savannah, Georgia. I looked into some coffee shops and interesting places, but being that it's Thanksgiving, it's been a little difficult. So if you have some info on Savannah, Georgia that you would like to share with us so that we can better broadcast to you, let us know. If you're tuned in on Facebook, you can just write in the comments. We're watching them. We're looking at them. It looks like Michael Sorg is tuned in and Addie Twig, both hosts of their own podcasts that you can check out as well. I think Addie's is Added Up. And Michael Sorg is part of Awesome Cast. So you can find them there. And so Thanksgiving, we're still going to be going live.
You're going to end up at a Denny's.
And if you are on the River's Edge Radio Network, tuned in to the radio, you can find us online. I am on Facebook, facebook.com/Liss Victory Music. That's LISS Victory Music. If you are not into Facebook, you can find us on the River's Edge official site. That's riversedgepgh.com. You can get both the live feed there, although I kind of ran out of time for that today because we just switched over to automation and we're working out all the kinks for that so that things run more smoothly and we have even more content that we can get to you even more easily. So things are on the up and up at River's Edge, not to mention the Metal Edge just launched as well.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. You guys, I saw a bunch of pictures on Facebook.
Oh, it was fun.
I was jelly.
I didn't know that it was going to be that big of a party. Like, I didn't know there was going to be champagne and cheese snacks and, like, people there.
Champagne?
I thought it was
Champagne.
like, you know, oh, this is the launch and only the launch people can be there. But apparently it was like a little exclusive shindig.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to that, and I was supposed to go to the Pink Floyd show at Hambones, and I got stuck at work and did nothing.
Boo. Work. So what advice would you give people who are on the boo work train, you know, and they wanna follow their passion?
Well, advice I would give is, okay, as I said before, one thing, a little patience. Time. It's going to take some time for stuff. All right, that's just, you know, it's like, you know, you got to learn your craft as much as you can. And here's the thing, you're not going to, as much as you're going to learn and what experiences you have working with this, working with that, you're not going to be able to learn everything. So as I said before, if you don't know something, but you've got a good idea, find people who do know it. You know, if you got to get some people to work with you together, you know, because you're not going to be, you might be a jack of all trades, but jack of all trades is master of nothing, you know. So if you know somebody who's...
Tony Robbins over here!
Oh, what, really? Did he say that?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You just sound like an inspirational speaker.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Speaking of inspiration, real quick, have you ever guys... Simon Sinek, a speaker I just learned of recently. This guy's great. Go check him out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. But yeah, no, so bring it together. And don't be afraid to say what you want, you know. Don't be a jerk up in people's faces, you know, and be like, you know, you're stupid, you're wrong, I'm all right. But if you know what you want, if you know where it is, what parts you want to put into place, do it. Don't be afraid to say it, all right? You know, because even if it's a friend, you know, sometimes you and a friend, like me, the old show I did with my buddy, we, after a while, it just became like we had two different ideas of how we want to do things. We did a show together for like a couple years, and there was a lot of compromises after a while, and for that time period. But after a while, I was just like, I just want my own thing and do it my way. And I had to tell my buddy, and he didn't like it. I said, I'm gonna end the show, and I didn't like telling him, but I knew what I wanted, and I wanted to go for it. And you're gonna have to do that sometimes. You're gonna have to tell people that you care about, or you at least respect, and like, sorry, I got to do things my way now, or we're going to change this. And it might upset them, and they might even get pissed at you. But you can't hold yourself back that way. You can't hold yourself back for everyone. You know, I mean, once again, try to be civilized, try to be respectful of people. But at the end of the day, if you know what you want and you believe that you can do it and you can make it something quality that you personally can be proud of, just freaking go for it. Don't let people fucking hold you back. Because here's the thing, you're going to end up with a lot of regrets. If you keep on letting people hold you back, and I'm not saying these people are intentionally holding you back, you're allowing them to hold you back, you're going to end up piling up a ton of regrets. And a few regrets, of course, over the course of your lifetime, that's fine. That means you tried stuff and you failed and you learned from it. But too many regrets, that's bad for your health.
This is incredible.
When does the novel come out? When is the self-help
You need to write this down.
Vincent?
The POVincent novel will come out April 12th, 2018.
This is incredible. Wow. Vincent.
What?
That was just a treasure trove of beautiful information. Listeners, I really hope you took that in. I might try to transcribe that and use it in a few other places because that was really beautiful. Like, I encourage everybody to do what Vincent just said. Krish, did you hear that?
I was here.
Isn't that great?
Oh, he is barefoot. Yes.
I don't know if he was barefoot when he was in the kitchen.
I'm going to imagine him barefoot.
The food's not going to taste as good if he wasn't barefoot in the kitchen. That's
Were you
all I'm
pregnant
saying.
too?
Oh, also, Addie and Sorg, if you are still tuned in, throw some links to your podcasts or your content into the comments so that people can dive in there and find it. If you want to throw up POVincent into the comments when you get a chance
Throw it
to
up.
later. You don't have to do it now. we're coming up on a quarter till the hour, and you need a website, girl.
I know.
Chris and I said we'd help you with that, though. It's really not that. It's not that.
I don't know how to do the things. My mom, if you go to my website, you can see my mom put up pictures for me, and she's like, "Well, what do you think about the font here, Liz?" And there's a picture of the before and after of my mom making my arms thinner so I could feel better about myself. Like, thanks.
Wow, your mom is airbrushing you?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it one bit. But, yeah.
Also, I want to mention that Liz was recently announced Best Ma'am of the Krish and Liss anti-corporate wedding extravaganza. I don't know.
Stealing my tour name?
I am. Your tour name is really good. I'll throw that out there too. So Krish Mohan and Andrew Frank are going on a comedy tour, and it's called the Anti-Imperialism Comedy Takeover.
It's called the Anti-Imperialism National Comedy Takeover.
Come on, say it again.
The Anti-Imperialism National Comedy Takeover.
That's a sweet name.
Yeah, Andrew came up with it, and then we went back and forth about, is it too long? Does it have pop? Is it a popping name? And I was like, fuck it, just make it long.
Is it catchy? Is it funny? Are you having fun? Just
Feels
be
like
funny.
Star Warsy,
No,
but other
I'm
than
never
that.
having fun. I hate everything
Star
about
Wars
my
Episode
life.
9, the anti-imperialism
no.
comedy takeover.
That's why I leave places.
Jedi
He smells
Krish!
like curry.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard you say.
What?
There's
Smell
a
him.
lot of racist
Smell
things.
him.
He does not smell like curry.
Yes, he
She's a
does.
horrible racist.
Oh, my
just
God.
so you know.
You guys are really mean to me.
I thought I was
No
inspiring.
An aspiring racist?
Do you think he smells like oregano?
Yes.
Do I smell like basil and garlic?
Yeah.
She doesn't like Italians either.
No, but
I'm
that
happy to
makes
smell
me
like
like
oregano.
you
That's
more.
good.
I don't
No, I
understand.
don't.
I'm marrying into racism, and I'm hoping that I can fuck the racism out of it.
Holy crap.
Oh
That-
my god, guys, this is a great
That
plan.
was amazing.
Fuck away racism.
Coming 2018 to Pornhub.com premium channel.
Oh my god.
I am
Fuck.
gonna go to KKK meetings and just
if you want to
fuck
see
the
someone have the
racism out of
racism fucked out of them, you gotta pay for
Hashtag
it.
fuck a racist. That was amazing. Thank you. We blew up
Yeah,
the
fuck-
levels when
Yeah,
we laughed.
Fuck her with that good curry dick. There you go.
that good curry dick.
Get that,
Nom 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 nom.
get that curry all over it. No, that's
All
not-
right. Well, on that note,
Ew, that would
if you, Vincent,
Body temp.
I know you had a interesting, maybe traumatic experience at Thor recently.
Oh.
I wanted to hand the show over to you and Liz if you want to maybe moderate and make sure he doesn't break any of my stuff or get out of hand.
Sure. I'm gonna comment on things I don't know about because that's what I do.
Yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about movies and give the viewers and listeners a little bit of what they can expect from POVincent,
Right.
and then pitch the show a little bit more, I'll pop back in and say bye and we can take a picture together and yeah.
She'll pop in, she'll pop out.
Yeah, you got a good 15 if you want to
Okay.
talk. And
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
still be in here. I'm just packing up because tonight at, I believe, 7 p.m., I'm going to be in Norfolk, Virginia with Krish Mohan. We're doing music and comedy variety show called the Transcontinental Variety Show because we've taken the show from, well, all over the United States so far. I'm trying to get him to Canada, but being a brown man, he's not like super stoked about border crossings.
Oh.
Hey, this is him, not me. I'm like, let's go to
I was
Canada.
gonna
And he's
Canada,
like,
they're gonna love him.
yeah, the Canadians, sure. But yeah, so I'm going to pass it over to Liss Tripoli and Vincent Didiano, and I'm going to remind you all that you have tuned into that broadcast on the River's Edge Radio Network. Stay tuned because we got a little bit more for you, and here are Vincent and Liz. Who wants the headphones? Huh?
I'll take him.
Okay, good. I was waiting for her.
I just
to
like
say
the look.
it. I like the look too, but I feel like if you should be responsible.
Here, we're gonna. I don't know
Yeah,
what we're
we're
doing.
gonna-
Here, you shush. Shush to me. Shush to me. I'm not gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite him.
Be careful, don't get too close.
You're too close.
It's sensitive.
You're sensitive.
I know.
All right, so apparently Liz wants me to talk about. Okay, so like I do my weekly movie reviews on POVincent, and superhero movies, they come up so much because they're like one of the dominant. There is a dominant genre in Hollywood right now, and the big controversy, it's like between Marvel and DC movies, and Marvel Cinematic Universe is coming up on its 10th anniversary. It's been almost 10 years since Iron Man came out.
Wow.
Around there. And, the Marvel movies have been incredibly successful, and I've really enjoyed all of them. At minimum, I found a few of them okay, but it's like okay, the kind of okay was like, I can rewatch this okay, But the DC movies have not been doing so well,
Yes.
Man of Steel, people were very divisive on that one. Batman v Superman just sucked. I've read articles where people are like, we're going to take a deeper look and see, was it really that bad? No, it was really that bad. Stop trying to suck up.
Martha.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Martha.
The rosebud of our time.
Suicide Squad was disappointing. I didn't think it was as bad. I think, but Wonder Woman was really good. Wonder Woman was great. Yeah. So now recently, Thor Ragnarok came out, the third Thor movie. Most people loved it. I did not. I didn't. To me, it's like, a lot of the Thor movies have always had trouble with people. I think they get a little more hate than they deserve. They're not the best of the Marvel movies, but I don't think they're that bad. So they decided to go a whole new direction with Thor Ragnarok and basically make it a comedy first. Instead of a superhero movie.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it.
The director, Taika Waititi, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, he directed the movie, and he even said, I directed it as a comedy first. And you can tell, because every scene in the movie has a joke. Almost every moment in the movie has a joke.
Are the jokes funny?
There are plenty of funny jokes in it. In fact, the director himself, he does the motion capture and voice work for one of the characters in the movie, Korg, basically a rock alien gladiator, and he's very funny in it. There's plenty of good funny jokes in it, but the problem is every moment of the movie they're smacking you in the face with a joke, and to me that's too much. I don't like. And then there's certain moments in the movie where they should just let it be serious.
Yeah, it's not Mel Brooks. You know?
No.
So.
That thing. Sometimes it feels like they're doing a parody of Thor at times in the movie, because like the characters are making jokes that, regardless of whether they're funny, it feels out of character. And now I can't fully enjoy the joke because I was like, I can't see the character make a joke about that particular subject or in this moment or together. And I'm just like, and if you enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, I'm in the minority here, so good for you. I wanted to join. Like I said, I've really enjoyed the Marvel movies up to this point. None of them I've found to be bad. In fact, the only thing that Marvel has done film-wise that I thought was bad was the Netflix series Iron Fist. I didn't like that series at all. I just because the main character sucked at that. It was unfortunate, but so I'm kidding. I haven't really got much heat online on my review channel. I got heat on my Facebook.
Yeah.
I was just like venting one night, and I posted on my Facebook. It was like, Thor Ragnarok is the worst movie of the MCU, and like everybody on my Facebook came upon me like a flood of locusts. And,
a flood of locusts.
A flood of yeah.
It's a swarm of.
I find flooding better because it's thicker. I know it's a.
I was about to say you're thicker, and I didn't.
I am thicker. I know it's a swarm. I just like the term flood. I just feel like it's more. Anyway, screw it.
Your apocalypse is going to be so weird.
Yes. But yeah, so now the thing is, like I said, with the MCU, now we got Justice League coming out tomorrow. I'll be seeing it tonight because I go to these early sneaks all the time.
Nerd! No, you have a reason to. I'm just an ass.
Yeah. No, but you're an enjoyable ass.
Yeah, she is.
Aha. Anyway, now here's the thing about Justice League. Like I said, the MCU movies, not the MCU, the DCEU, DC Extended Universe movies, they've had a much rougher time, which has really led to the whole DC versus Marvel thing. And I've been accused of being a Marvel fanboy, by people who love the DC movies. And if you love the DC movies,
Not the movies.
you love the movies. Good. Once again, good for you. It's just like, I did not have the same experience as you did. I did not find the characters engaging. I did not find the story interesting. And it's just like, I want these movies to be good. For you, they might be. For me, they haven't been.
Well, that's why it's POVincent, not PO everybody in the world.
I know, but here's the thing. no matter how well Marvel does, and they've done phenomenally. I mean, they've achieved something in film that hasn't been done before, such a highly extensive and interwoven universe on film, something that really hasn't been done before. It was done way decades ago with the old Universal monster movies, because you would have Dracula and the Wolfman meet, or Frankenstein and Dracula meet, but they kept that small scale. Marvel was like really big scale with intertwined movies and TV shows and short films on the DVDs and all this other stuff. But no matter how well they do, it doesn't change the fact that DC has Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. These are the top 3 most iconic superhero characters in the world. Captain America's iconic, Iron Man's iconic, Spider-Man's iconic, Hulk is iconic, but DC still has the top 3 in my opinion.
Oh, they said psychotic. That's why I was like, what?
No, iconic.
Iconic. I'm sorry,
Iconic.
headphones.
Spider-Man is iconic. The Hulk is psychotic. But yeah, that's why I've been really emotional or passionate at times, because it just like angers me that they screwed up these characters so bad. There's been like small victories, like Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is a good Batman. Very few people saw that coming, because when it was 3 or so years ago when it was announced that he was going to be Batman, people were like, Ben Affleck, really? Freaking Daredevil, even though Daredevil had been like out for like 8 years at that point, so people probably should have let that one slide. But he proved he was a good Batman. Now, the writing for his character wasn't always the best, because he killed a ton in Batman v Superman. Superman, they've really screwed up. Man of Steel, there was still enough shades of him in Man of Steel where it's like, here's some Superman, and then I give Man of Steel some credit that they were trying something new, because like Miss Tripoli here, I know Miss Tripoli is not a big fan of Superman. She's not. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to make Superman interesting and relatable for people like Miss Liss Victory here.
So boring.
And I give them credit for that. The problem is the ideas they had, not that they were bad, they went too hard with them. Superman in his first outing as a superhero, and I understand they were making like he was inexperienced and whatnot. This is his first time being a superhero. He wouldn't let half of Metropolis get Mega 9/11. He wouldn't let that happen.
Mega 9/11.
Anyway, but yeah, anyway, I can keep going on about all that, but so Justice League's coming out.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. So I'm not as like, but so my big hope for the movie is that the characters are going to be interesting and relatable and are minimum fun, and I think we will have that, because we got Ben Affleck returning as Batman, who's going to be like putting the team together. Gal Gadot is coming back as Wonder Woman, and we're still kind of writing that holy crap Wonder Woman was awesome wave just a little bit. It's starting to teeter out. Starting to teeter out. But we have some new characters in there. We have Aquaman played by Jason Momoa, and from what we've seen in the advertisements, he just looks like he looks like that dude you knew in college that you hope would invite you to a party, because you knew if you were going to be at parties, you got a great fucking time, right? But you knew if you got too drunk and you were just vomiting, he would have your back. Like, I got you, bro. Like, I feel like he's one of those dudes. Like, he's one of those dudes who's like, man, he had a little too much fun, but it's okay. We're gonna sober your ass up and get you home. And then we have Ezra Miller playing the Flash, who they look like they're going to play his character a little different, because you got the Flash TV series going on right now. That's in its 4th season. And a lot of people are wondering, why didn't you just bring the characters from the TV show into that? And I kind of understand, because the TV universe already has so much history to it. It would be kind of hard to do because then now if you got to do the movies based on how the TV universe is, they wouldn't be able to do the movies the way they wanted to, so I understand that. But Ezra Miller, he seems like really another cool guy. He seems like he's going to be the heart of the team in the movie, because he's the youngest member. He's the least experienced of everybody, so that's going to be cool. And the final new superhero, Cyborg, played by an actor named Ray Fisher, who I'm not familiar with his work. He's the only one I don't have really anything to say about, because I feel like we get the least sense of his personality and his motivations in the trailer. Everyone else we get some sense to it, but Cyborg not as much. I'll say this much: he doesn't look like he's going to be the Cyborg from the Teen Titans cartoon, which is beloved by many people. Because if he says "booyah" in the movie, I'm going to be really freaking surprised, because that was like his signature phrase. Now, my big fear of the movie is, and I'm going to make this quick because we're running out of time. Superman. Spoilers for Batman. Superman died in Batman v Superman. He's gonna come back. If he didn't come back to life in this movie, it'd be really freaking surprising. Liss apparently did not know that. She's like, What? It's been out for over. Damn it. Anyway, now he's probably gonna come back. Most likely, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. He's probably gonna come back at the end of the movie, and Justice League, they'll be winning, and then the bad guy will like do something nefarious, and like he'll turn, and then he'll be kicking their asses, and Superman will come in and help save them or something like that. There's a fan theory, however, that Superman will come back to the movie as a villain. That when he comes back to life, Steppenwolf, the villain, will have him under mind control, and he'll be fighting the League. I really hope they don't do this, because
Why?
If they had a few more movies under their belt where Superman had a few, I'd be fine with it. But since we've had Man of Steel where people didn't like Superman and Man of Steel, we had Batman v Superman, people didn't like him there. Just have him be a hero. Just have him actually be Superman.
It'd be more interesting if he wasn't Superman. Says the girl who hates Superman.
You're biased. All right. I think we're running out of time here. So, but anyway, that's not fair. I don't mind Superman doing a mind control thing. It's been done in cartoons. It's been done in comics. I don't mind that. It's just because he's been screwed up so much with Superman, just let him be Superman. Just let him be the hero. Just let him do that, all right?
Hold on. I can't roll my eyes enough. Okay.
All right. I think we've come to the end. I think we're out of time here. So, Liss, you want to come back in here and, like... Ugh.
Look at you in your high... Oh.
I bought 2 pairs of high-waisted pants thinking that I would pick the one that I liked and then return the other one. That didn't work. I don't recommend that method. All right. You guys have been tuned into that broadcast. I am Liss Victory. This is Liss Tripoli. I didn't want to because the microphone's very close. And Vincent Didiano of POVincent. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Vincent, when is your show? Plate and Bowl?
Plate and Bowl is this Saturday, November 18th at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. We will have food and drinks. It's BYOB if you want to bring your own stuff, but we will have beer and wine on hand.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Also, Chris and I will be in Norfolk, Virginia tonight, 7 p.m. at Bordeaux Coffee House. We will be there with fellow acoustic musicians Lori Creek. And I'm sorry to say that because he handles the comic side, I can't remember the comic's name. It's too much for me to remember. And I feel like if I guess, I'm going to get it wrong. So thank you all for tuning in.
Terry Crews. Terry Crews will be doing a comic set.
awesome.
We are broadcasting every Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. here on Facebook, here on the River's Edge Radio, and we're going to patch you back into the network where you can find 24 hours of Pittsburgh music and podcasts every single day of the week. And remember to choose bravery, choose love, and peace.
Bye, kids.